Honestly, at first when I start training, I just want to learn how to defend myself because people is just crazy out there and they just want to fight sometimes. And then I was just scared like to get into a fight without knowing how to defend myself. So there's when I found like a place to train, and then I went there. I got the info, and then I started going. Well, I would start training. Uh, I loved it, and then I wanted to compete. I was surprised in the middle of the fight, bro, because he was talking a lot of like crap to him in the face of, and then he quit after the first punch that I landed. I was crazy, but I didn't know what to do, honestly.
That was the first punch, like the actual first punch that you landed.
Yeah, well, I was landing my kicks and some
Mm.
tips and everything, but that was the first hard punch that I threw.
Ah, and I know about saying fighters being confident and projecting a certain character to get himself ready for a fight. But you say he was actually like talking messing at the weigh-in.
Yeah, he was saying like he was gonna knock me out in the first round, bro. He was just like pushing me, putting his face in front of my face. I was just like smiling, bro.
Oh man, like as far as the shot that landed, like was it? Do you think it was just an overwhelming strike that you gave your all, or do you think he just gave up?
Well, I feel he gave up, but also I feel like he wasn't feeling comfortable in the
Mm.
middle because he wasn't landing his punches at all. He was just punching me on my guard. But I don't know honestly what happened on his face. I mean his head. Sorry, people were saying that he wasn't there mentally, but I don't know.
I mean, respect the bro, man. Because I don't know what's going on in anyone's head,
Hmm.
and I can only fathom. But yeah, respect to anyone that has the balls enough to get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Let alone actually duke it out. But the place is here, the time is now. You are tuned into the lunch table. You got your boy Savo in the building. I have a special guest joining another one of the winners from Island Fights 96. Can you please introduce yourself for the people, sir?
Sir, my name is Angel Zarate. I'm from Mexico, but I fight out of Birmingham, Alabama. I train out of Spartan Fitness MMA. I've been doing it for almost 4 years,
Okay.
and I just love it, bro.
All right. And then wrong with that, man. You just knocked out 4 questions just that quick. So that's cool. But no, let's a little more context, man. Let's dig a little deeper into your background as far as the introduction, man. How did you officially let's talk about your background, your upbringing, your childhood, and when did you officially find fighting? We said 4 years ago, but what made you choose that path?
Honestly, at first when I start training, I just want to learn how to defend myself because people is just crazy out there and they just want to fight sometimes. And then I was just scared like to get into a fight without knowing how to defend myself. So there's when I found like a place to train, and then I went there. I got the info, and then I started going. Well, I would start training. Uh, I loved it, and then I wanted to compete. There was when I started like competing and fighting and everything.
What's your record right now so far? What's your record?
My MMA record is 6-0 right now, and I have a kickboxing record of 3-0.
So you're undefeated so far. You
Undefeated.
haven't lost the fight, man. And you started off just trying to defend yourself, and you haven't been beaten so far. You've been the one giving the ass whoopers. Okay, I
Yes,
can
sir.
feel that. I can feel that. So far, who's been your toughest opponent?
My toughest opponent, I will say, a guy that I fought back in January. His name is Jacob Wright.
Mhm,
He was he was
mhm.
tough because he wasn't like giving me a easy fight. He was actually throwing punches. He was like trying to take me down or stuff like that. He was putting some pressure on me, and I mean he was a good experience. Also, there's another guy that was called CJ Anderson.
Mhm.
He fights out of uh, Tennessee, I think. He was good too.
What do you prefer, getting the knockout or getting a submission?
I feel people like knockouts the most. Yeah, I just like to give it what the people likes.
Okay, all right. So you like to put on the show and
Yeah.
actually perform for the crowd. Nothing wrong with that, man. Two-part question, because you gave me your toughest opponent, because you have a pretty decent sample size so far. Two-part question. Can you give me your best fight and your worst fight?
My worst fight was definitely my debut. My
Talk about it.
debut.
What happened?
Uh, I was, I was new. I was like just getting there and feeling comfortable, and then I threw a head kick, but I didn't land it. It went to the top of his head. And
Mm,
then I gave that guy my back. He took me down, and that was so funny, bro.
never give me your back.
Yeah,
No.
it was funny. But then after I stand up, and then I threw a jab. He went down, and I just went for my ground and pound. My toughest.
So you still ended up winning that fight.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And then your best fight. Which one was your best fight?
My best fight. It was the one against Jacob Wright, the one back in January.
So the same one that's the toughest one?
Yeah.
Is that because you had to like dig the deepest and prove yourself the most with
hmm
that opponent?
Yeah. He
I
was the
understand.
most experienced one as well.
I understand that. What do you prefer? Getting a finish or enduring all the way to the end and getting an overwhelming decision? What do you prefer?
I haven't get to that point yet. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, well, being that you are undefeated, you know what I'm saying, and no one has been able to bring you down as of yet. Do you see or do you feel as if people have been avoiding you, or you have been striking a bit of fear in other people's minds?
I think just one time there was a guy that he said he was gonna fight anyone. I was 3-0 at that time, and he said he was gonna fight anyone. But then when uh when the matchmaker told him if he wanted to fight me, he said no. And I think that was the only one by that time.
Did he know anything about you beforehand, or he just didn't want to fight?
I think he just didn't want to fight. But I feel like it was most because of his coaches. But yeah, I don't think there's one that hasn't avoided me yet.
Which fight taught you the most?
Mm, I would say my third fight, my third
Mm,
MMA fight.
let's talk about it. What happened?
That guy was kind of short, and he was really good. Honestly, he was throwing punches. He made me like to keep my hands up because I used to fight down here with my left hand down, and he made
Hmm.
me fight with my hands up, like try to work more on my takedown defense, my cage defense, and everything. And also that was the fight that I got more comfortable with the striking.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Can
hmm
you can you explain your fighting style?
Mexican, bro.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
that's
so
yeah.
yeah.
That, nah, I'm more like a striker.
Mhm.
I like to throw like leg kicks a lot. I like the that Pereira style leg kick. Uh,
It's been, I guess you could say, like, I don't want to offend anyone, but there's stereotypes that Mexican fighters are some of the toughest fighters in the world as far as taking punches and giving punches.
mhm.
Like, as far as your experience, you can even speak for yourself. As far as Mexican fighters that you've seen, and like say even yourself, can you guys take an ass whooping and give it as well?
Always. I
You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to offend nobody, but I always wanted to ask a Mexican fighter, bro. Like what is it? Like how the hell are y'all so fucking tough?
I'm nothing just in the blood. Yeah, the Warriors.
For the people that don't know, because as soon as you said the style, I understood. Because I know how Mexicans they just grind me with that shit. But can
Mhm.
you explain Mexican style for the viewers that have no clue?
The Mexican style, so like they like to they like to brawl. They like to like throw hard. They like to go forward. They don't fear no one. Some of Mexican are different, honestly. But most of the Mexican are known by by they're going always forward. They always like they have no fear to the opponent or stuff like that.
Yeah. And like say, you say it's just in the blood. I was because I wanted to just ask, like, is there any special type of training to get you all conditioned with just being hit to the point where when it's go time, you ain't worried about that shit,
About
or
getting
is
hit.
it yeah, or is it something that's just natural? Is it training or is it natural?
It could be both, but it's mostly because of training. Because some people is talented, but they don't really work. If they're talented but they don't work, it doesn't have like, you know,
No, for sure,
it's
for
always
sure,
the
for
work.
sure. Let's see. Are you even though you're undefeated, and that alone would give people confidence out of this world, but are you still nervous before a fight?
Nah, honestly, nah. I love fighting, bro. If you see my when I'm fighting or when I'm walking out, I'm always smiling, bro. Even when they're announcing my names and everything, I'm always smiling. I don't know. I just love it, honestly.
That's what's up, man. How many island fights do you have under your belt? How many island fights?
That was my first fight in Island Fights.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In your opinion, man, what's it like fighting under that promotion, man? In opposed, well, in compared and contrast to other promotions that you may have been a part of.
I would say the pretty uh they have everything organized. They have like time for this, time for that, and everything. They're not like messing up with the time and stuff like that. They have everything organized for the to not make you lose waste your time. Also
No,
the venue, bro. The venue was is really cool, that venue.
let's give more details, man. And from your point of view, man, what was the venue like? Like, what did you see? What stuck out to you?
I felt like a superstar. Yeah. I was looking to the top of the screen and I felt like a superstar. Looking to the people, to the crowd. It was just exciting.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Other than like your fight didn't last that long, but as far as the fights that were on that card, which fight stuck out the most to you?
Which fight took out the most for me?
Like, what was your favorite fight of that event?
My brother's fight.
Mm.
Because my little brother also fought there.
Who was that?
He was the thing the fight number 7. He walked out with a Mexican flag as well.
Okay, okay, yeah, I probably know if I see or say the name. Nah, 'cause I definitely saw the fights. Um, well, let's officially speak on your fight. Uh, well, let's start about as far as you knowing your opponent. How long was training camp? What was some things that you all specifically went over in training camp to get ready for this fight? And what was your thoughts leading up?
We knew this guy was gonna try to like come forward. We knew he was gonna like try to brawl with me, throwing his like straight punches because he was taller than me, so he had more reach than me.
Hmm.
The fight camp was more like me staying on my reach. If he
Hmm.
comes forward, just get him there. Also working on the leg kicks because I was looking to the videos of his fights and he didn't check out any of the leg kicks he was receiving. But he also was throwing the jab cross at the same time when someone was throwing the leg kicks to him. So we were kind of reading the movements that he was doing through the fights, and I mean it was a hard work during the camp.
Hey,
It also
respect to that. Respect to that. Can you at this time give me your top five fighters of all time?
all the time, like UFC fighters or just boxing fighters.
It doesn't matter. All of them.
Man. Muhammad Ali has to be there. Right now, George St. Pierre,
Okay. GSP.
uh, Mighty Mouse. Who else?
DJ.
It has to be Aljo. And I mean, no, Aldo, who is it? I forgot. I forgot what's his last name, brother. Aldo, the one for McGregor.
Which one?
Jose Aldo
Oh,
Jr.
okay. Okay. How
Hmm,
many is that? Four?
that's fourth, yeah. And uh, He has to be my guy for all what he did for the sport, bro. We also train out of the same like name of the gyms, SVGs.
Okay. All right. Respect. Respect, man. How often do you train, and typically what's your diet looking like?
I train every day from the morning to the night because I work at the gym. So I train in the morning, I train at night. Also, I'm a coach at the gym that I train in. And my diet when I'm not fighting, I'm a fat honestly. Yeah, I like to eat everything. But when I'm fighting, I like to eat like chicken, steak. I don't really eat vegetables, but a lot of proteins and carbs.
So you don't really have to worry about cutting.
Not, not because I feel like it's pretty easy for me to go from to 120 to the flyweight, to 127, 126.
All right. Well, then, well, since it's like that with the food, man, I would not training. Well, let's say after a fight. So you really not worried about training right now. Give me your top three favorite foods.
After a fight,
Yeah, like just say you want to splurge, you ain't worry about training. This is a celebratory. Like, what's your top three favorite foods that you would eat without any guilt?
tacos, yeah, pizza, and wings.
I can
Those
dig
three.
it.
Yeah.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Can you take me through what's it like well, does anything change the week of the fight? So the week of a fight, does anything change with you as far as training, your schedule? What changes the week of the fight?
Hmm. I also use the energies before the weight cut because we're not eating carbs at all. We're not eating sodium at all. So I don't really have a lot of energies in my body. But then the
Okay.
day after the weight cut, which is the weigh-ins, after like rehydrating and everything, we're back to the game.
Right. Now let's go to the day of the fight. I know, like you said, you're pretty calm, cool, collected, smiling. Nothing really phases you. But can you take me through your routine the day of the fight?
The day of the fight. Normally, I wake up like at 7 in the morning because I'm too excited and I just wake up. Uh, I watch my opponent's fights videos. I read a little bit. I study my opponent. Then I go for a little breakfast, either like pancakes or a little bit of eggs, and then we go for the shakeout before the fight. Then after the shakeout, we go eat again, like a big meal, a lot of carbs,
Mhm.
and then before the fight, we use a snack. We keep rehydrating, and we just get ready for the event.
Yes, sir. What type of music do you usually listen to? What's your favorite music? It's like while
Yes,
you're training, or even before a fight. Like, what music gets you going?
before a fight, I like to hear Christian music. Yeah, like praise music.
Right, nothing wrong
Yeah,
with that.
yeah, it keeps me relaxed.
Give,
Uh,
give me, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
say.
No, I was gonna ask. Give me your top five artists of all time, music artists.
Artist. Mm, there's a lot. Michael Jackson has to be one of them. I just
Did
watched
you,
the movie by the way last
oh,
night.
I say you saw the movie?
Yeah, yeah. But that movie
What
is
you
so good.
thought?
It's so good, man. Honestly,
Oh yeah, I saw it twice, man. That shit was dope.
it is. I can't wait for the second one.
Yes, sir.
Um, the second singer of all time, I'll say. Mm, I like Tupac. Tupac as well. Mm, there's a Mexican singer. His name is his last name is Fernandez, but I better remember what was his name. He's really famous.
Damn,
Uh,
what you put me on? I'm gonna look him up.
the Vicente Fernandez.
Okay,
Vicente
okay.
Fernandez. He sings like all songs. Mm, Chalino Sanchez is another Mexican singer, really famous. Mm, I really like there's a lot of there's a lot of singers right now, but I really like the rap, like Mexican rap as well.
One
There's
more.
one
One.
that there's one that I grew up with. His name is MC Dabo.
Okay, now I ain't heard him.
Yeah,
I know about a few Mexican rappers, but not him. But nah, nah. Back on that illegal tender shit. What do you like to? Well, you say you train every day, but like, what are some of your hobbies or interests outside of fighting? Like, what do you like to do outside of fighting?
I like video games. I also
Mm.
like movies. I like to go to the movies with friends or something like that and watch a movie.
What console you play?
Like games.
Yeah.
Uh, I've been playing. What's it called? I've been playing GTA. I've been playing also Fortnite sometimes.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Okay. I'm still upset that we were supposed to get GTA 6 this month.
I know, right?
We ain't
But
getting that shit.
6 more months
We
and
ain't
it's gonna
getting
be
that
here.
shit. We not getting that shit.
I fell
I'm
asleep 1 week of training to play.
bro. It's 13 years since five came out. Like
It
people don't
was
know five came out in 2013.
it was supposed to come out last year.
Man, I don't know what's going on. In your opinion, can you give me or can you name who is the most overrated fighter and the most underrated fighter?
The most overrated fighter. I would say by the time it was Paddy Pimblett.
Man, everybody hating on Patty, man. He got exposed though. He got exposed with
Yeah,
it.
I like it though. I like it though. But he didn't look that good against Gaethje.
No, not at
I don't
all.
know what
Definitely.
happened there.
Nah, Gaethje definitely busted his ass for sure.
The most overrated fighter. I mean the underrated.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. Bilal probably.
You think he underrated?
Everybody hates Bilal, bro.
Bro, I can't stand. At one point, I thought he was one. I thought he was overrated. So when he had the belt, oh my god, he was one of my overrated. Like, no disrespect, no disrespect, but yeah, I had him on the overrated list, man. Can you? But yeah, like I said, nothing wrong with your list. Can you give a shout out to your team, man? Who you train under?
I train out of Spartan Fitness MMA here in Birmingham, Alabama. Coach
Mhm.
Chris, Coach Ethan. Uh, we also have a Fury champion. Her name is Anna Melisano. She's a badass, right?
How long have you been with the squad, and what is it about this camp and this team that keeps you loyal?
Uh, we have a pretty good connection with the team. We work pretty hard together. We always there for each other's.
Mhm. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Other than yourself, like you said, you already mentioned the champion that you all have in the team. Who is another fighter that people should honestly be on the lookout for? Like who is another rising star out of the camp?
Out of the camp. Well, Eric Anders was just retired from the UFC. Uh, as I
Okay.
said, Anna Melisana, she's really good. She's the strawweight champion from Fury right now. There's also
Mhm.
uh, we have pretty good fighters on our gym, really, honestly.
That's what's up, man. Now you said you got started, you know what I'm saying, 'cause you needed a way to defend yourself and just get ready for inevitably what was in your proximity, what was to come. But let's say someone else is out here, what 13, either a teenager or women or someone just not able to, someone that's not formidable at this moment and needs to learn something. Which craft, discipline, or fighting style would you recommend to someone as far as them learning to defend themselves?
I would say jiu-jitsu, wrestling jiu-jitsu. Because most of the time the straight fights goes to the ground. So, or everybody can throw punches, but not everybody like can defend on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So if someone is able to take someone to the ground and control them there, uh, it'll be so like an easy way to defend.
That's what's up, man. What are three things you can't live without?
Live without, mm, like physical things.
I mean, it can be anything. What you gonna say, God? I mean, that's on my list.
Yeah, God, support, and
Hold on, what'd you say?
like support.
Oh, I thought you said porn.
Not,
I said, hey,
no. I'll say my parents, bro. That's the
that's a good,
motivation right there.
that's a good list. That's a good list. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
The next 5 years, I see myself in
Mm.
the big leagues, making some money.
Do you have? Because I asked this to a few fighters. Some people do have an answer. Some people don't. Do you have a dream fight? Like if you can put yourself versus someone that may be a professional, amateur, maybe someone you looked up to, who do you want to fight? Like who would you love to fight?
Who I would love to fight. I love Brandon Moreno, bro. That would be a dream fight, Brandon Moreno.
That's what's up, man. In your opinion, what's your favorite fighting movie?
My fighting movie favorite. Hmm. I grew up with Never Back Down. That one.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. I like Undisputed myself. Now, once again, pretty easy going. Do you have a fight mode? If you do, can you explain your fight mode? How long does it take you to get into fight mode, and how long does it take you to get out of fight mode?
And normally, yeah. At first, when I start, when I'm already in the ring of the cage, I normally start like slow, just defending, reading what my opponent does. After like the first like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 25 seconds, there's when I start getting my rhythm. So I start like throwing more like punches, kicks, and everything. But it'll depend how what looks my opponent does. If he like comes forward too much, I defend and I wait for him to just I wait just to like land something while he's coming, or he's backing. I'll just go forward and see what he throws so I can pull it and just throw something over that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What has been your favorite fight that you've seen with your own two eyes?
With my own two eyes. Hmm, I would say when I went to Texas, I went to Texas to watch my friend Anna
Hmm.
in Fury FC. There was one guy that threw a a slip and then threw a hook over that slip. And he knocked that guy out. That was pretty slick.
One of those quick ones, huh?
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's definitely something a sight to see. What would you consider not necessarily a weakness, but something that you've been having to consistently work on in training?
In training. Hmm. I would say on the ground, because we don't. Sometimes we don't like to be in the ground, so it makes you work on the defense and everything like that. Sometimes I don't like to be on the bad positions and just getting my ass beat while training.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing where we get our ass beat, so we don't get it in the fight.
Nah, hey, respect to you. I respect to you, man. What's next, man? Like this, like I said, this last win was pretty short, and you really didn't get to perform like you would. I would anticipate. What's next? Are you planning on getting back in the ring pretty soon, or taking time off? What's next?
Yeah, I actually was talking to the matchmaker from Island Fights, and he said he wants to be back next month for the June 26th one. And I told him, yeah, I'll be ready.
That's what's up. Do you no idea on who you're fighting yet? Do you, or do you already know?
Nah, not yet.
Okay, all right. For whoever that may be, do you have a message for that person right now or no?
All respect, you know, all respect. Just let's have a good fight.
That's what's up. That's what's up. In your opinion, once again, can you explain time in the ring? Like, does time change at all for you? Does it speed up? Does it slow down? Does it stop? What's time like for you?
It honestly, time goes pretty slow in there. It goes pretty slow, but like when I'm fighting or moving and stuff like that, everything goes really fast in my eyes. But the time is the one that goes slow.
Hmm. Definitely, definitely. Of all the fights that you've seen, what has been the biggest robbery of all time? Robbery. Like he shouldn't have won. He should have won.
Robbery. I'll say Regis versus John Jones.
You said Rampage versus John Jones?
No, Regis.
Okay. Eh, eh,
People
I
who
kind of,
say
I,
that he
I
kind of
kind of
get
see,
it. He kind of.
I kind of see what you're saying. I kind of see, but nah, that's your opinion. Can you speak on sacrifices that an MMA fighter has to make? You can speak on your own personal experience. Of course, you all train and you fight and you sacrifice your bodies every day. You can speak on that or other things that people don't necessarily know or understand that fighters have to sacrifice in order to stay disciplined in this craft.
I'll say family time. A lot of family time we sacrifice.
Hmm.
Money as well, because when we travel, we sacrifice our money. Like you say, we sacrifice our body by training, by eating well.
Hmm.
It also mentally is mentally tiring sometimes because working so hard and it's just mentally tired sometimes.
Yeah. What message would you give to any aspiring fighters? People that has it in the back of their mind that they want to try out MMA, or people that say I want to become a fighter, but they haven't made that first move yet. What is your advice to those people?
If they feel like they want to do it, if they feel in their heart, if they want to fight or they want to do a sport like that, just do it. You're not gonna lose anything by trying.
Hey, if you can go back 5 years ago and give yourself some advice, what would you say?
I would say don't lose time with the girls.
Yeah, hey, we all say that. Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
right. Yeah,
Do not waste your time with them girls, man. Stay
a lot of
focused and make
money,
your money.
a lot of money, a lot of girls.
Nah, I hear that. I hear that. Are you ready for a championship?
I already have a belt. Yeah, I
Oh,
won.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. Flex
yeah.
on, flex on. How long have you been a champion?
I've been a champion since February 21st. Yeah,
Okay. Um, how many have you defended it yet?
not yet, but I think
Mm.
I'm gonna. Well, I don't know if they're gonna. If they find someone so I can defend it, yeah, I'll defend it.
Do you know of anyone in your region that's worthy enough, good enough?
In my region, I don't really know that much people that is in my weight class, brother. Honestly, but
Okay.
whoever they want to give me, I'll take it.
I would like to go left for a second. You know what I'm saying? Simply because, no offense, you're Mexican and you're a fighter. Do you feel well? How do you feel about Benavidez being the new Cinco de Mayo fighter instead of Canelo? Do you feel that he's earned that at this point? Do you feel as if that do you respect Canelo for quote unquote passing the torch, or do you think they should fight for it?
Well, Benavides wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
I feel like they should get that fight.
Can you imagine them fighting on Cinco de Mayo? 'Cause I know Canelo, he's gonna fight. Oh, what is the Mexican holiday in September?
September. s- Uh, s-
Okay, so you don't know either, so I don't feel bad. but,
I,
but
no, it's called La Batalla de Puebla. No, it's Independencia de Mexico, Mexican independence.
okay, so yeah, so Canelo always fights on those 2 days, that day
Yeah,
and then Cinco de Mayo. But Benavidez just fought Cinco de Mayo, and Canelo was there in support of Benavidez. A lot of people was born and shit because we want to see Canelo fight.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But how do you feel about Benavidez being like now? I guess the new number one Mexican boxer. Do you like it?
I mean, he worked hard for it, bro. He worked hard for it. He deserved it. If he wants to fight Canelo, I feel like they should do it as well.
Who you like more?
Canelo.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, all right, okay. I think it'll be interesting as hell. I'm sorry, I think it'll be interesting.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and Canelo's not old, but Benavidez is at his best right now. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I would love to see it if they fought on any day, but if they fought on Cinco de Mayo, as far as like the official passing the torch, or is he good enough to take the torch from Canelo? Like I think that'll be probably the biggest fight this decade.
Yeah, yeah. Because
In
they're
my
they're re- they're pretty good, bro. They're really good.
Yeah, that's just my opinion. I think they'll have to meet somewhere around 160, 168. But yeah, I think it can happen. I think it can happen. Any final shout outs, man, before we get out of here?
Shout out to my team. Shout out to everybody that when I watch this video.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to my familia. Shout out
Hey,
to the Mexican people, brother. All the
hey,
Latinos.
that's what's up. That's what's up. The places of the time is now. We signing out, man. Thank you so much once again for joining.
Yes, sir.
Peace. We out.
See you.